Not at all like in Southern California, where there is by all accounts a Tesla in each pot. The odds of pulling up by a Model SP100D here close Malaga in southern Spain are really thin. So it's anything but difficult to be priggish when you're driving a 2018 Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo. Utilize its dispatch control, and Porsche says the module half and half can hit 60 miles per hour from a dead stop in only 3.2 seconds. I'm almost certain we can take the poor soul in the maturing Kia Picanto. From the looks of things we can take everybody. Here, the 86 horsepower Picanto has a few balls. Porsche has been in the jolted auto business for quite a while, yet the going has been moderate. The German automaker's best-known half and half, the 918 Spyderhypercar, hit in 2013. Around 1,200 were constructed. In 2016, Porsche sold only 2,504 crossover Panameras and Cayennes in the United States, and that was a 66% expansion throughout the prior year. All things considered, here comes the attack. In 2018, Porsche will present 6 e-hybrid variations of the all-new Panamera, and a module crossover variation of the all-new 2019 Cayenne is coming. Sitting on this lineup is the $188,400 Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo, which will hit merchants this spring. The Sport Turismo is the wagon, or shooting brake, form of the Panamera, and it looks incredible sitting on its 21-inch wheels moved down by standard carbon earthenware brake rotors and 10-cylinder front calipers, each the extent of a little youngster. Long. Low. Furthermore, wide. Additional wide. Inside the little white stucco towns that spot Malaga's bumpy scene, the Porsche looks like something from space. Or if nothing else from what's to come. Local people gaze upward from their cigarettes and drop their jaws, knocking some people's socks off gradually as they do in motion pictures, pointing with fingers and telephones. Ladies, wearing scarves, go after their youngsters. Possibly it's the burble of the Panamera's twin-turbo V8 that gets their gaze. It sounds like it makes 550 drive without anyone else's input, and it does. The electric engine sandwiched between the motor and the 8-speed double-grasp PDK programmed transmission includes an extra 136 horsepower. Porsche says the huge buck hatchback uses a lift procedure got from the 918 Spyder, and the outcome is 680 horsepower at 5,750 revolutions per minute and 626 pounds-to-foot of torque at only 1,400 revolutions per minute. The electric engine is fueled by a fluid-cooled lithium particle 14.1 kWh battery pack mounted behind the back suspension under the payload floor. Only it adds 280 pounds to the heavy Porsche, which measures more than 5,000 pounds. Yet, its position brings down the vehicle's focal point of gravity and helps balance the mass of the front-mounted motor, engine and transmission. The batteries likewise enable the Panamera to be driven 30 miles as an unadulterated EV. Porsche says the battery pack can be completely accused in 12 hours of a typical 120 volts association. In the event that the discretionary 7.2 kW on-load-up charger is utilized rather than the standard 3.6 kW unit, the charging time abatements to under 3 hours with a 240 volts association. Porsche makes no say of remote charging, which is being advertised by BMW on its 530i Performance. All-wheel drive is standard, similar to a considerable rundown of Porsche's cutting-edge, elite equipment including Porsche Dynamic Chassis Control Sport, PDCC Sport, Porsche Torque Vectoring Plus, PTV Plus, Power Steering Plus, the Sport Chrono Package and Porsche Active Suspension Management, PASM, with a 3-chamber air suspension, which gives extraordinary body control and a supple ride. On the tight mountain streets east of Ronda and north of the beachfront play area of Marbella, the Porsche challenges its size like a NFL lineman with brisk feet. You sit low in the Panamera, as you would in a games auto, and it helps cover the huge wagon's mass. Drive it rapidly and the e-hybrid Sport Turismo recoils around you. Indeed, even on winding modest streets, last cleared by Francisco Franco and too little for the auto, it's enjoyment, with awesome controlling feel and wicked footing and increasing speed. The all-around put paddle shifters give you finish control over the 8-speed PTK, and the Panamera bursts out of second and third adapt corners, constraining you to test the 16.5-inch distance across front brakes previously the following curve. Some portion of the Sport Chrono packages a mode switch on the controlling wheel that enables the driver to rapidly change the execution and conduct of the powertrain. Game and Sport Plus modes offer the most abnormal amounts of pass by keeping the twin-turbo V8 taking an interest in the drive and the battery charge to guarantee that adequate lift-save limit is accessible when required. In e-Power mode, the Panamera is an electric auto with a 30-mile extend. It's quiet, yet at the same time quick and responsive. Get excessively forceful with the throttle, nonetheless, and the V8 will hop again into the diversion. Half and half auto joins the power plants for extreme conceivable effectiveness. E-Hold enables you to spare the battery's charge for later utilize, and E-Charge permits the V8 motor to really charge the batteries. The powertrain switches among the modes with an unearthly refinement. From the driver's seat you don't hear anything. You don't feel anything. Your exclusive intimation is the ascent and fall of the tachometer needle as the enormous V8 motor turns itself on and off, and it happens so rapidly it's barely noticeable.